The next name I will call will be your new Miss Universe Guyana. Are you guys ready for the winner? And your new Miss Universe Guyana is Ariana Blaize, Miss Georgetown.
But first, Ariana Blaize is a proud Guyanese woman, but I am an advocate for the voiceless. I founded my 501c3 nonprofit Dorothy's House in 2015 to not only honor my great-grandmother, but to really shed light on teens that are in the orphanages because they feel as though they don't have a purpose or a voice in the world, and it's our job to make sure that we reassure them and help them get on the right track. So I would say I'm someone that makes sure that she gives back to her community because it's ultimately not just about me. It's about where I come from and my family and just really making sure that I leave my mark on the world. I've worked extremely hard. If you've been studying my pageant career, it hasn't always been easy, especially with me dealing with different adversities from being burnt with my arm to being diagnosed with severe Crohn's disease. I've went through a lot of trials and tribulations, so to see that I persevered and was able to really get to this moment, I felt grateful. I was very emotional, as you can see. But it was more so just of grateful, me just expressing my gratitude and just being just happy to be able to represent Guyana at Miss Universe because it's something that you dream about and you think like, oh, it's beautiful seeing girls compete, you're inspired by it. But to now say that I'm going to be competing on that stage, it's truly an honor. First, mainly it starts with knowing yourself. You have to know who you are, and you have to know that regardless if your outcome is a positive one or if it doesn't go your way, you have to know that you are still you and it doesn't define who you are. And then obviously you have to make sure that you're fit. So I spent a lot of time and days working in the gym, making sure I sacrificed a lot of foods, a lot of my favorite foods like roti. And working with my trainer, Angelo, he really was able to shape my physique the way I wanted to and just mentally preparing because although ultimately we all want to win the crown, it is also about your impact and what you can take from it, whether you win or not. And I'm proud to say that I was able to also make some great friends with a lot of beautiful women that I'm excited to share this journey with them too. So I want to continue to spread awareness to Dorothy's House. I think that with this title, we can now take it to an even bigger level and really make sure that we are spreading this not just in the country of Guyana, but worldwide, because that is what Miss Universe would be. That is who she would be. She's someone that is going to make sure that she is spreading her message across the entire world. I also want to bring recognition to Guyana because I believe that we are a unique country, and I think that many people don't know too much about us. And as the new Miss Universe Guyana, it's definitely my job to make sure that I'm showcasing how beautiful this country is and what we have to offer. So I'm currently a nursing student, and I also work in fertility. So I am managing that while being Miss Universe Guyana, but I think that it's just another unique thing about me. I think that I have the ability to be able to balance things out while making sure I'm not neglecting anything. So I'm looking forward to finishing with my bachelor's in science and nursing and ultimately becoming a nurse practitioner. And like I said, just making sure that I am representing Guyana well and making sure that we make history this year at Miss Universe. Okay, but although I live abroad, it does not matter. Everyone that knows me knows that I am a proud Guyanese woman. I'm a proud Caribbean woman. I've always known who I am and where my heritage comes from the day I was born. So please do not worry about seeing if I'm not going to be able to represent us, because I am. And yes, I do agree. There were a lot of women that competed in this pageant that were just as worthy. But I think that instead of just scrutinizing one person, we do need to be appreciative of the fact that I'm ready to do the job. I'm ready to make this country proud. And take a chance on me. Take a chance on me. I'm telling you, you guys will get to know who I am and you'll be proud of this queen. And I think that we need to continue to hear who you are. We need to continue to see your advocacy. So don't let this dictate whether or not you continue to spread your message or whether or not you decide to compete or not compete. Come back and just, like I said, continue spreading your message, because we need to hear you too. Ariana Blaize is someone who is an advocate, but also I have suffered a lot of adversity. At the age of 18, not only was I severely burned by a stranger who intended to throw a firework on someone else, and I happened to be in the crossfire, my whole arm caught on fire. And I lost my mobility for a few months, and I had to use a cast, and I ultimately lost all my skin on my arm. It wasn't pretty. It was tough especially in the pageant community, having to deal with people not understanding what happened to you, not wanting to be accepting of your scars. And I think I really struggled with finding my own identity. And then months later, I was also diagnosed with severe Crohn's disease. And many people don't know what that is, but it is an abdominal disease that affects your intestines. But not only does it do that, but it limits you. There were times where I was taking 16 different medications at once. I was in and out of the hospital. I was losing my hair. So all of that combined with trying to accept my scars really took a turn for the worst for me, especially at that age. I'm 18 years old. I'm now becoming a woman. And to face so many things at once, it really was debilitating. But I never lost faith in God. I was blessed enough to have a family that showed me who God was at a young age. And I made sure that I always continued to speak to him and ask him to guide me and show me why I'm going through this. What message, what lesson is going to come from this. And I'm grateful to say that I accept my scars. Even if society doesn't, my message to anyone would be, don't let society define you. Use your story to help someone else, because you might not have the same exact story as them, but you can be just as inspiring to them. And I'm proud to say that I have been in remission for 2 years. I went from taking all of my medications to having to be in and out of the hospital to now I simply just take Stellara every 8 weeks, and I've been healthy. I'm very grateful for this opportunity, and I want to continue to make the Guyanese population proud. I want you guys to trust me and be accepting of me, because I'm ready to work. I'm ready to make our country proud. And I'm very grateful for this opportunity.
Right. My last question. Curry chicken or cook-up?
Oh, that's hard. But I would have to say cook-up. I love cook-up rice with some fried fish. My mom makes it really good. And listen, guys, do not think that I can't cook, because I can. So don't look at me and think, oh, I'm not an authentic Guyanese woman. You will see on my social media platforms some of the dishes that I can make.